Ready?
You want your coat on? Are you going to be hot?
I'll be alright.
Sure.
Part of the ensemble, innit? Part of the outfit.
Yeah. It's got a character to uphold.
You can see me tits when I take them off.
Tom jackets. That's what we call
This
them.
is me force field.
Right. Hello.
Hi.
How is everyone?
Hello.
It's weird doing this bit when there's people here.
Yeah.
You know? Normally it's just like, hey. And
Who's here?
Mr. Tom Keegan.
The man himself.
Is
Tom.
right.
Am I the third guest?
Yeah.
Third, yeah.
Third, nice.
They're the worst.
Just dead quick before we fully get started, will you just make sure this is like
I see.
like there
you
yeah,
go.
That sound, yeah.
New to this.
It's all good. How are we? We all good?
Good, thanks,
It's
mate.
weird. It's hard to start a conversation when
Not
you've been
too
having
bad.
a conversation for
It is.
No,
We've
we've
been
run
2
out.
hours, innit?
we went for some tacos.
Yeah. Tacos?
Tacos?
Tacos.
That's Scouse way of saying it, ain't it?
Tacos. Is it a taco?
Taco.
Got a pulled pork taco.
Tacos, lad.
Yeah, you pick me up from work and everything's in you, mate.
Yeah. Drop you off at home. as well,
Nice
yeah.
one, lad. Look at
That's
that.
fine,
Throw you
yeah.
in it.
Nah, that's your payment for coming on.
Okay.
Little lift. So yeah.
The other guest didn't get that. Just so
I know, didn't he? Did you not take for nothing to these as well?
No.
Well, she drove herself. So if you had the drove, I would
Oh.
have said drive here.
Okay, yeah.
And then she didn't want food.
Just me on a lecky scooter. Sounds suggestive.
Yeah.
The only thing I can ride.
And Sam got the train here.
and got
And then
verbally abused
and got a
on
lift
the trip.
home. When I
So,
verbally
there you
abused her on the way home. I didn't really. But yeah, number 3. What are we chatting about?
I don't know. What do you think? Do you like the studio?
I love the studio, mate. I love the videos that you do. The videos are great. You do them yourself, don't you?
Do ya?
And you put a little
And make them look retro.
what was it? A filter? You had a filter on one of them.
Oh yeah.
Am
Do
I
you
gonna
want a
get a
filter?
filter?
On? Yeah, of
Which one?
course. What do you want? Anything?
Anything.
Oh, the one when we had
I'll
Find out
surprise
why.
you.
stuff on our heads and that.
Yeah, little
Oh, yeah, it was funny,
floating
that's
what I want.
flamingos.
That's why I came on, to be honest with you.
Is it? I can do that for you, mate. No, it is.
Yeah. So
I haven't really made much of a plan about what to talk about. I guess we'll talk about Tom and his life.
yeah.
Why
If,
not?
if that's what Tom wants to talk about.
So, I mean, can we just start with the fact that your mum was in prison?
Oh yeah, Helen.
Helen, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, she wasn't in like, do you know what I mean?
Liverpool
Shawshank Redemption.
Narcos or something.
Yeah, it was like a couple months stint, but
Yeah.
yeah, my mum did that. I think a bit that comes from when me and Dean did a roast battle, didn't we? And we had to basically put down on a list all your most embarrassing
Yeah.
details. Me thinking everyone was going to do the same
Yeah.
and come out, and I put some
You
Oh,
really
yeah.
bad all.
yeah. I definitely give the most
Dead
out of
easy to
everyone.
write for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All mine was like, I wrote like, oh, I've got a Chinese girlfriend and my dog's dead. And everyone just started going, oh, you're bird at your dog. And I was like, when are you going to insult me?
I remember the one I had about you, and did you have a cousin who died? Did he commit suicide?
No, it was like my godfather, I think, and a couple of mates have done it, yeah.
But I said it was your cousin. And
Yeah.
I was, well, Dean's from quite a wild family. His cousin's actually a swinger. And I went, not sexually, he hanged himself.
Do you know, we was at a party in his garden once, like a family party, and is it your uncle Ronnie?
Yeah.
He walked in and he's like, oh, I've just shit myself. And he had his shitty keks in a bag and just threw them over the top of the
No way.
gazebo.
That's how, I
Threw him on
mean,
the tent. If you watch
life
him
of the
Ronnie.
party though, really. You know what I mean? He's shitting himself
Yeah.
against his party
On
trick.
the way to the party, though,
Wait, in the car.
just walking around, I think, and he
Have
just shit his pants.
What's the last time you shit yourself?
When I was like 3.
Really?
Yeah, I don't shit. I don't. When this whole,
No.
like, people seem to have lots of stories about shitting themselves.
I think it's because me
I
diet's
don't
awful.
have one.
Don't get me wrong, I don't do it every week. It's not like a thing
Yeah,
in
but-
work where I have to have a button when I
But
shit
I-
What,
myself.
have you done it growing up, yeah?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Of course, yeah.
Is it alcohol related?
It's always you think it's going to be a fart, and then you go,
It's
oh, I'm
not.
ill. And then
Oh, I'm ill,
oh,
yeah.
I'm ill, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't look after myself at all. I really should start doing it. That fucked me because everyone got dead healthy in lockdown. Well, they either went the other way,
One or the other
they
one.
either
eh?
got dead healthy, or they just like me and just pigged out
Yeah.
and completed Netflix.
Yeah.
My mate, her fella's like swimming the channel now.
Is he?
Yeah, he just started doing all the outdoor
Aquaman.
swimming and
Do you know what I love about David Williams? You know when he swum the channel, and it's like now people are going back and looking at him like blacking up and blackface, and he's
Yeah.
like, I'm swimming in the channel. I write children's books. Anthony Rodell. Don't look at that.
yeah, it was heavy. Some of the stuff.
Some of
they
his
were doing
sketches on
with
that. Do you remember he was like the big, huge black woman?
was it Bubbles and
and he plays a black one.
Yeah, I remember them doing
shit,
the Asian mates.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like Japanese girls and that.
See, would you find that offensive now?
Oh, I've got a very dark sense of humour though.
Yeah. To be fair, but you can understand why people would be like, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, whatever the general consensus is, I'm with that.
Yeah, whatever they say.
That was racist. Yeah, usually. But yeah, it was mad, wasn't it? And yeah, like just like.
But yeah, back to prison.
Oh, yeah. So,
what was it like in there? Any stories in there?
No stories. You see, I was really young. And my dad, John, he was a lovable rogue, to put it that way. Do you know what I mean? Like never had a 9 to 5. And when he passed, it kind of seemed like, you know, maybe it was, you know, she's not about to go and get a fucking 9 to 5. She had 3 kids. I was the youngest, and then it was Martin and Luke. And it was just one of them situations where I know she's not proud of it, not like that, but she just did what she had to at the time. You know what I mean? And
hustling, innit?
Exactly, and just
do some shit, man.
And just provide. But I always say to my mum, like, you should write a book or something like that. And I just don't think she's very she's.
So what was it for?
It was I think it was shoplifting, stuff like that. Yeah, but it was like. She has told me some funny stories from doing them. There was never stories from jail, but it was stories like, so she'd go to airports. Right. So she'd go to like LAX, like Las Vegas, so have like a holiday, but then they just rob the airport fucking blind.
Really,
with, like perfumes and shit.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Wow, that's
it's a way to earn a wage, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then we'll just sell it all when they got back.
And then come back. And I remember, funnily enough, I imagine you don't process it when you're a kid, but I remember sitting there watching the telly and just tables of clothes and
like brute and all that.
Yeah.
No way, man, that's mad.
Funny though.
I used to rob clothes accessories blind when I was a kid.
Did you? Yeah. What do they call it when someone's addicted
kleptomania.
To it? Kleptomaniac, yeah.
It wasn't that though. It was just didn't have the money for the shiny things. So
I think.
I mean, yeah, but that's not like. I feel like.
And my
Tom's
babysitter
was like out of necessity and that, and yours was just because you wanted the shiny things.
I really like that skirt. I'm having it.
That's what
I'm trying to feed my kids, mate.
I think I lied to myself. I was like, my babysitter was the manager there, so I was like, it's fine.
Yeah. You know, when it works there, it's all right.
Well, when I used to work at Hugo Boss for a very short stint, and I thought they were fucking me over with money and wage and stuff like that. Turns out it was just a tax issue, so I caused them a kick off for nothing at all. And out of like spite, one day I robbed, you know, like a little scally bag, like the one you see them wearing in festivals. And I was paranoid to death for days and days and days. Eventually, I ended up getting sacked, not because of the thieving, something else. And I think I was just kicking off because I weren't getting paid properly.
Yeah.
Hence why I was going, I'll rob me money. just an absolute scumbag. And I met some of the lads from work there, and who used to work there, sorry. And I said, I ended up robbing a little bag there. And they were like, we have shoes, jackets. And I was like, why? Because I robbed so much more. Because I've been business out.
I bet you the wages was about 200 quid more than the bag as well.
It was crap. And he'd be like, commission. But they wouldn't let me upstairs in the suits because that's where everyone earned the money. People come in and get tailored suits. So if like a Sky came in, I went, I'm going to Vegas in me bed. They'd go, yeah, Tom, you take him.
You take him up.
Little sad bag there. Yeah. I get some money off them, like, just upselling them. Like, do you need some shorts? Lad? Do you need a cap? You got caps, lad? Yeah, go on,
a cap in Vegas, like, definitely. But like, we don't have to say where you was working, but when you're working somewhere and they went in and like, made a ruckus.
Yeah, I'll say exactly where it was. It was it was at the Echo Arena. I was working there. Yeah, do you know what? I hope they do see it. And if you're watching now, do something about it. Do something. No, he was a shit out the fella. So I was a PT or a pot wash basically. You know what I mean? And it was really clicky.
PT made yourself sound like a personal trainer there.
I know, PT.
And you don't have a pot wash.
Pot wash, yeah. Washing dishes, watching. I should have just kept that in.
Yeah.
And but it was very clicky, and he'd give people wages and stuff like that. And he kept giving his son my hours. And I rang him up one day and says, "Hi Neil," I said, I haven't had any hours for about 2 weeks, and it was really snotty, and you know. And I thought, so I think I'm just out of favour here. I'll wait till he gets back to me. And it was the day of the Champions League final when Liverpool beat, I can't remember who they beat, but Liverpool won the Champions League final, and I was sitting at home like really depressed. And I was going through my story, and I could see people watching the final at the Echo Arena. I was like, so there's clearly work there, and I think something just snapped in me. And I like got the bus. I never get a bus. I got the bus like something out of 8 Mile, just staring into the. I got to the place. I had my identification with me. Bought it out. You know, he's made me past, and I got down. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was just really angry, but I hadn't worked out what I was going to say to him. And I see him. I see me boss, and he's as shocked as I am that I'm there. And I just went, I'm going to the office. And he was like, okay. So I went to the office, and as I got in the office, it was like a big fire door, so it's shut, and I can hear people muffling in. And I thought, right, I'm just gonna wreck his fucking office here as much as I can. But I didn't want to get in real trouble, so I didn't want to like smash his computer. So I'd go to smash his computer and go, no, that's like 500 quid. So I'd look at the bin and go, ah, and the bin would be everywhere. And it was so petty, you know what I mean, looking back at it.
And you're just like putting stuff on its side, proper like, inconvenience for him and that.
There was a big rack full of shoes and stuff like that. Because I knew people outside, I'm trying to trash it, but silently. So I'm like, like pulling these things out so no one like goes, what's going on in there? Oh yeah. It was.
I would have loved to have seen that CCTV or something.
It was funny. Well, yeah.
And then what, you just walk out and then?
Yeah, and walked out. I think I said I've got a coat, and I came out with a shirt without a shirt. To be fair, it could have been like a terrorist thing. It could have been anyone. Do you know what I mean?
Even though they knew exactly who you was.
Yeah, sorry, he's going to smash some plates.
Did anything come from that?
Nothing.
Didn't like.
Well, he must have knew. I gathered the fella knew he was fucking me about.
Did you get fired for it?
No, I just never went back.
Oh, right, okay.
It was kind of gathered, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I've just smashed your office up.
Yeah.
I'm probably not welcome back.
Probably won't come back, You're not giving me the stuff anyway.
But you know what? In hindsight, I don't regret doing that at all, because he was a shit at the fella.
Yeah.
And that was like the only little victory I could get over him, was to go and just inconvenience him by 15 minutes and make a little bit of a mess.
Yeah, but I bet he proper done his
head. Oh, yeah, well, he's done his head in, yeah. To be fair, mate, if a kid came and smashed my office up,
smashed in inverted
smashed it bin push in.
Yeah, place.
But smash sounds better, doesn't it? I was absolutely do something about it, and he never, so he must have known.
Shit house.
What a rat, eh?
Jobs worth, sir. Jobs worth, mate.
I've had so many little shit jobs like that I've been fired from, or I didn't think a lot about.
Do you know what you remember your first job?
It was actually working away. I used to work for a company called Giro Markets. Do you remember this?
I remember you used to go do like the events and that, was it?
Yeah. I was basically security at 19, like zero muscle tone. And I was the youngest out of everyone, and it was all people who like just came out of jail, like ex-bouncers.
Your mum.
Your mum with a badge on. Oh, that's gonna kill Helen. That's gonna kill Helen, that one.
Sorry, Helen. You sound like a lovely woman.
Yeah, that was a bad one, and it was like just like going up and down the country, setting up markets and shit with these lunatic fellas.
Yeah,
that was like my first job, so it didn't start off with the best, to be honest with you.
No, I didn't know you when you were doing that, did I?
Yeah, I think vaguely.
How old are you?
I was about 20.
How old are you now?
21 when I was doing that. 24 now.
Oh, right, yeah, 21 then, probably about right, isn't it? Yeah. Mad.
But we got closer, didn't we, lads, over the... We bonded as time went on.
Yeah. Many a little car share.
Yeah.
And Christmas night out.
Yeah. Lube stories.
What?
Lube stories. Remember the lube? The big industrial bottle of lube? We won't mention it, but...
You have to
You should mention it, I don't remember.
Do you remember? I told you the story about, and I said, I got into a place, and we started having sex, and then she's went, I've got lube here. And it turned out it was like a Costco fucking bottle of lube. But it was like halfway through as well. Yeah. So I was almost impressed, to be honest with you.
We can cut this little bit out.
Yeah. It was that
who it was.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you knew that stuff. Yeah. And it was a big crazy, like 2 litre bottle of lube. It was insane.
She's like very sexual.
Yeah.
Like
I can tell she had a 2 litre bottle of lube.
Half empty.
Yeah, she wants she wants sex every day.
Yeah, she basically approached me with that. It was like I just want sex, and I was like
Nate Dogg,
cool
a sexy Nate Dogg.
I've asked her to come on.
Oh really?
She gets back.
So about this bottle of lube.
Does she watch the show?
She watched the clips.
Don't
they all do.
Don't clip that bit up then.
No, don't.
That was a proper show. I was like, what are you talking about there?
Oh yeah, you're laughing your ass when I first told you though.
Yeah, yeah, it's hilarious. I just forgot it.
My prison and that. My uncle Jimmy, he got community service for road rage / assault.
Oh really?
And
I feel like the assault should have been first on that.
Yeah.
Well, that
road
was
rage and assault is so different.
The order of the story.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, he was shoveling and that, and he proper fancied the shovel, so he hid it in a bush and then come back for it and rob the shovel.
I love that.
Rob
hid
the
it in a
shovel
bush.
from community service.
Drop. He's got a drop place as well for a shovel. He's like, take it with you now. He's like, that's not how you do it, lads. You don't take it with you now. You leave it. You come back.
Yeah.
So you do it.
Must have been a good shovel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
To rob a shovel.
Just sweating bullets in B&Q like. This is the temptation.
Has he still got it, do you reckon?
Probably. Yeah,
Sounds
it's a
like
wild family.
Sounds like a
The
shovel you don't get
Magloos.
rid of, innit?
Like Uncle Jimmy's 100% Scottish, but he's English, but he's Scottish. And then Auntie Kath's 100% Irish. So Geordie, my one-eyed, one-legged cousin, she is half Scottish, half Irish. It's a wild house. She once shot a heron in the garden with a...
What's a heron?
Like a
One of them big
bird.
birds.
Oh yeah. I thought it was like a little muskrat or something for a second. Yeah.
And she just shot it in the garden.
Who's this cousin,
Your
man?
cousin, yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
Bad man, don't
Just
mess.
just sitting on a porch in a rocking chair, like fucking,
Pretty much.
like she's with a little chewing
Do you have
tobacco.
to- do you have to do the eye?
Heron, get off my property.
She fuming because it kept trying to eat the fish out of the pond. So she shot it.
Shot a heron.
Pest
Like
control.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
Just one for the catalogue. Got a dog to go and fetch you for it.
So, you wrote chromosome 7 down.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well,
Sounds like an app.
Second.
Like Google Chrome. Chromosome 7.
I just think, I mean, I'm not saying I just get a fucking stupid laugh, but isn't it a Down syndrome thing? Like they're missing a chromosome or they've got an extra chromosome?
Extra one, yeah.
No.
Strength. Cutting that out.
Yeah.
That was just for us, that.
So I look into all like supernatural stuff and that, and after I read, because I used to read CIA documents, but when I had a minute, and it was all about like tests that they did on psychics and stuff and how they used them for spies.
All right.
Because they'd do the remote viewing, which is basically your consciousness goes up into the shared consciousness and then can go through someone else and can see in whatever they're seeing. That sounds mental.
Did you ever see that film, The Men Who Stare at Goats?
That's what it's
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like based on real shit.
Yeah,
they were
isn't that
doing, like,
crazy?
yeah.
That's a good movie, that as well. I like all that stuff.
Yeah. So, this, what are they called? IONS, the Institute of Noetic Sciences, they basically study or try and put like Western scientific study criteria towards like all psychics and that. So they did a test. They asked people who identify as like psychic or whatever,
All right.
who have it like from the mums and the grandmas or whatever.
Oh, so
because
it can be...
That's what they're trying to discover, if it's genetic. If there's something that makes you able to pick up on people's like thoughts and emotions and shit, but more than other people. So they gathered all these people and they've tested them, and they also gathered the same amount of like non-psychics to test them, to do like a proper
That's a fair
study.
test then, isn't it? Yeah.
And they found that the psychics was missing chromosome 7. So
All the psychics were missing chromosome 7.
yeah. So I don't know what that means. Maybe that just means they're all mental.
Yeah, you just didn't get enough orange juice.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
But I imagine it's a lot of it has to be, if your dad's a fucking bricklayer, you go, might be a bricklayer, you know. If your man's sitting there charging 150 quid a head to go, oh, you're going to live till about 60. You're like, you know what, I fancy that, man. I'll have a go with that.
Yeah.
Be an apprentice.
But like they say, that whole like shared consciousness and that, like when you're doing like DMT or anything like that, everyone sort of sees the same thing, like the mother.
Oh, right, I see.
And I think that's like kind of what it all is, isn't it? Like the shared consciousness and that. Have you done many psychedelics?
Recently I did DMT.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think I was telling you a few weeks ago about it, but it wasn't like the raw.
You didn't blast? Did you blast off?
No. It didn't break through and not like that. Saw a few patterns, saw a few colours.
Was it a vape?
It was a vape one, yeah. It was a vape one. But I saw something really funny about, or people have said, the real breakthrough is people telling you to just like stop taking drugs. Yeah. Which is brilliant, isn't it? Yeah, you have to take so much drugs for some intergalactic being to go, jib all that, lad.
Stop doing
Knock that on the head, will you?
So what happened when you done it? Just bit of visuals,
a few patterns and stuff like that. But it was really because I was nervous before I tried it, but as soon as I tried it, it was really relaxing. It was really calming. You know, like I've done some drugs where your heart starts going into like LSD or something like that, or Manzi. I start panicking because my brain overworks, but DMT just took over my brain so much. Yeah, I was totally relaxed. It was weird.
It's because it's present in your body, innit? So your body's used to it, and that it's not like a foreign substance.
Manzi, MDMA, innit?
Oh.
Molly, Mandy.
I don't know why I said Manzi. I've never said Manzi in my life. I don't know why I said that because there's a fucking camera in front of me. Manzi.
Showing your true self.
That one come from?
Oh, Mandy.
Manzi. I did some Mandy.
Did you do something with Brad and walk home from town or something?
No. We had this is funny. So you know what a 2CB is?
No.
2CB, it's like
acid or something.
It's yellow and blue. It's half acid, half ecstasy.
Right.
And we had this in the
hot water, wasn't it?
In the Christmas comedy night out. So it was only me and him on them, and I just sweating buckets and stuff, and it was really uncomfortable. And then we were getting a taxi home, and I'm just looking out the window. I'm like, don't, because as soon as we get in, we must have been in a state, and the taxi driver immediately just put the camera on, started recording, so it started flashing blue and red, and I seen that, and when I'm not even addressing that, so we're going, and I'm waiting for him to say something, and eventually he went, "Hey Keegan, it's all this fucking flashing like gear about, lad." And I was like, "Oh, lads, I'm just keep my head out the window, not trying to do anything." And I know we're not even near my house yet. And he's going, "So see all this fucking like gear, lad, that a camera or something."
Shut up.
And I just went, I'm all right here, mate. And he just scrumples up some money and just threw it in the taxi. It was far too high to deal with anything. And then went home and just stared at the ceiling like 8 hours.
I'm a bit of a fanny with drugs and that, like, a bit paranoid to do acid and stuff like that. So I don't really know like what you're feeling. But like, have you ever had like bad trips on it?
Yeah, I've had a few bad trips. Not like the shit you see in cartoons.
Yeah, or
where
like,
it's like Freddy Krueger chasing me and that. You just start to really dissect your own mistakes and shit. It just gets really depressing. Yeah. That's what it's more like. It's not like, oh, people's faces
you feel like you're going to die or something. Your heart's going mad.
Oh yeah, I've had that before. Actually, I'd done weed when I was a kid. So I was...
That's what put me off for a while as well.
Yeah, mate, I was about 12 years of age. Here's another one. Sorry, Alan. And I snuck into me ma's little stash of weed. And I didn't know nothing about smoking weed, so I just rolled myself a blunt at 12. My mum was out in the fucking Aldi or something like that, and I'm rolling blunts in skins. I started smoking it, and I just made the worst mistake. I was looking in the mirror. At 12 years of age, looking in the mirror, and then I just went thinking, rang an ambulance. Yeah. And then on the phone, I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm dying. I think I'm having a heart attack.
Isn't it?
Oh yeah, exactly what it was.
Call me mum.
Ambulance.
Everything's flat.
So then, when the ambulance eventually came, and they had to ring me mum, and he was like, "Hello, this is the ambulance." She went, "Fucking hell, I'm only in his nan's," which is like 3 doors down there. So they saw the ambulance pull up and shit like that. And it's just me in white getting ushered in, like Lisa Simpson when she gets fucking pushed in the pool.
I can't believe
she's like that with a blanket over me.
I was 12.
I was about 12, 13, yeah. I was like, this is it, this is the end. And to be fair, I've never been the same since.
Yeah.
I can't walk up a flight of stairs with like my heartbeat in my brain. I still attributed that to that night.
I used to be proper heavy on the weed, like when I was growing up. And then I had like a bit of the odd time you'd have like a bit of a white one.
Yeah.
Like, but you knew what it was because you was used to smoking weed, but every now and then you get one.
A baddie, yeah.
Like I got tattooed once and instantly started smoking when it was finished, like half an hour after it was done, and that just hit me loads, and that made me feel weird. But one time, like I was just in my mates, I felt my heart going a bit. And I was like, oh, fuck, what's that? Didn't even think, like, I had all the munchies I used to eat. Like, used to drink, like, 2-litre bottles of Lucozade, like 5 Rolo cookies, and think it was the weed that was giving me palpitations and that. But I felt it, and I was like, but you know when you, like, you don't want to, because as soon as someone goes, hey, you all right?
Yeah,
you go,
you know. It's, yeah, you do, don't you?
So I was, like, sat there watching the telly, like, oh, right, it's fine.
Riding it through.
And then, like, I woke up in the morning, I was like, that was weird, wasn't it? That hasn't happened for ages, that. Like, oh, fine. Then the next time I smoked it, felt my heart going again. And I was like, oh, fuck, it's happening again. And it probably put me off for ages. I was like, I'm done with weed now. I can't have it without panicking, having a little panic attack.
But you don't have tobacco with it, do you? You just smoke weed?
This was when I did.
Oh, I see.
I used to smoke joints and that. And so I had a break from it for like 2 years or something. Because I had this thing in the back of my head. I was like, I'm done with it now. I can't have it anymore because it puts me. But like when I got a bit older and was like researching weed a bit more and seeing that, like, oh, when you first smoke it, your heart rate does increase.
Yeah.
I'd never noticed it.
No, neither
until the morning where I was like, oh, that was weird last night when my heart started going a bit. I had someone and my heart started again, and I was like, oh, I'm dead.
I never would have linked them two as well. You know what I mean? Like getting, unless you.
Well, that's why you get bloodshot eyes, because all your blood vessels start opening. So
I see.
Your blood's pumping a bit faster, and I just associated that with you're having a panic attack now.
Yeah.
So you can't have weed anymore. When really I was drinking like two Monsters a day. You know, like loads of like caffeine and that, and I put it down to like
Monsters are ruthless, mate.
Yeah.
I used to be like really good at getting people down from a whitey.
Yeah.
I'd just give them loads of like mumbo jumbo. I'd go, it's a blood sugar, man. You just need a Mars bar and some water.
So you need
like,
that.
Really?
My mates would try and make you whitey.
Oh, that's fucked up. Yeah.
Like you'd be fine, and they go, you all right, lad? You go
green on the gills there.
You go, what? And they go, you just look a bit pale, lad. And you're like, I'm Sammy, you know, I'm all right. And they're just going, don't know, because you look, and then they start laughing, and you're like, oh, fuck off. Sweating and that. But
walk.
Yeah, it's weird. It is proper mental sometimes. Like you can just talk yourself into like, I'm dying. I'm dying here.
Yeah, I
think
edibles
always have that.
Edibles are strong as well.
I need that. My first 20 odd minutes when edibles are kicking in, I like can't handle it. But I know once I'm over the edge, it's like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Once you're going over, you're like, this is sound. This
sleeping's
high for hours.
Yeah.
Like, but when that first 20 minutes when it's kicking in, I'm like, start getting all weird. Like, just start feeling stuff in your body and that.
Flapjack flow state.
Flapjack flow state, yeah.
It's taking over you in a completely different way, though, isn't it? I think that's what it is. You know,
it's because you go from nothing to dead high, that.
Yeah.
Like if you're smoking, you can sort of gauge it. You go, feel a bit high now. That'll stop for a bit. But when you eat it, you're like just going about your day, and then an hour later you go, oh my god.
Well, that's the scary thing about ecstasy and LSD and stuff like that. You're like, it's like pressing a button and going, I can't stop this now. I've just got to see what happens. You know what I mean? Which is exciting in a little way. Do you know what I mean?
Is there no like? Do you know, like, obviously if you're starting to feel like you're going on a whitey, you have glass of orange juice or something. Yeah. Nothing like that for LSD.
No, you just gotta do it. Yeah,
you're in now.
Just lock yourself away. That's
you say that for mushrooms, don't they? But I don't know if that'd work either.
Well, I've only had the truffles out of Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And like people say they're the same thing, but
they are the same thing. I just don't know the stuff that they sell you is like as strong as they say it is.
Yeah.
Because it's all different strengths as well, innit? So we got ones that weren't that strong because we'd never done it before. Now I did, like loads of, all you hear is horror stories about it, innit? Like, oh, my mate had a bad trip, and he, like the ones I heard was he went for a nap and woke up and then convinced himself that he'd murdered the lads he was with because they weren't there. He was shitting himself, wanting to go into this hotel room. Finally plucked up the courage to go in, opened it, there was no one in there because they'd gone out. Yeah. So then he convinced himself he was in Amsterdam by himself and he didn't know why.
After just killing all his mates who he was with.
After he realised, I mustn't have killed them. Actually, I'm here on my own. Why am I here on my own? So he like opened the cupboard and all everything was just biscuits and all started like crumbling away and all that. And I was like, that sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't want that. So we didn't get like dead strong ones. And I remember feeling them like, when he first kicked in, it was like, just felt like the windows sort of wave. Yeah. And I was like, oh, something's happening, let's go out. And then it's just like, everything felt like you could feel lights and that. just like dead warm. You know what I mean? And that was it. Just dead nice. Didn't see any like mad visuals or anything like that.
Have you ever one of them like a trip, or when you're on something you think, or maybe it's just my brain, and I'm like, try not to be annoying. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, don't be the annoying I'm on drugs person.
Right,
So that's like overtaking me, so I'm trying to just be as calm as I can, and people think, he's in a fucking realm, in. And I'm like, no, I'm just trying to not be the I'm on drugs fella, you know what I mean?
I hate being out in public and that when I'm high, because
I
just prefer being around by myself. But when we had edibles after we'd launched this show, that was the worst ever, because I was just like, what are we doing? There's so many people watching us. It was so embarrassing. Like, just proper,
but you've got to just like, you just let that go, and you go, I'm really not asked.
Yeah.
I'm really not.
But that also helps you get to that though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because you talk it out and then you go, hey, we're all going to die soon. We're on this floating rock in the middle of nowhere. Why are you asked? And you go, I'm not asked. No, do you want some pizza? Yeah, go ahead, have some pizza.
It's like why it took me so long to start comedy, or like when I was just a kid in school, I wanted to do school plays and shit like that. You know what I mean? It was like, can't let Tyler know that I wanted to audition for fucking Oliver. You know what I mean? I'll never live it down. In reality, it was just like, fuck Tyler. He's going to end up on the fucking dole anyway. Do you know what I mean? Do Oliver, lads.
Do what you want.
Pirouette out the door.
I remember in one time in Amsterdam, this is when I wasn't really smoking it, but we went over and I had some, and I was like convinced that I was going to be in Taken.
Oh, you were going to get sex trafficked?
Yeah, because do you know, like, there's loads of coke dealers and they all like stare at you.
Them fellas, aren't they?
I'd like sitting there and I clocked them all, and I feel like they were all like communicating each other about me. Like one on the bridge, one over there, and I was like, oh, I need to get up and go. We're like walking around going, trying to evade all these...
get extra money for a boy with tattoos.
Trying to evade all these cocaine dealers. I was like,
some other guy just pointing at you out of a window. That one.
Honestly, it's so weird. So mad what your head does to you.
I have heard a few other stories, because it's so brazen, isn't it, when you go and you're like, and it's people just offering you cocaine and ecstasy and that. Yeah. And then a police officer will walk past and you're like, did you not hear? What he just said.
Get him. And get him, boys.
But the busy's like, it's not fucking coke, mate. You know
yeah. It's just the whole place is like a proper, it's like a shock to your system when you've never been before, innit? Especially like even just walking around and just seeing prostitutes, just not even in the red light district. You just sometimes down normal streets, they have the odd one. You're like, what's happening here? Like, it's just a mad place. Like, sick though.
I think I'm gonna get kidnapped all the time, everywhere.
That's
just something I have to live with.
Being a swarm woman.
Yeah.
You would be like that though.
Terrifying. Don't realise how like scary and that it must be.
I have grew my nails pointer.
Just one little line of defence. But if they're fucked, you're gone.
Yeah,
they're horrible.
It's like you just give up as soon as the nails break. Try and scratch and breaks one. You go, oh, fuck it.
Go on then. Take me away.
Go on, just start fucking doing your own arm like that. Not loads though,
It's scary, isn't it?
Not loads though.
Like hostel or that.
I used to love that bit in Taken. Nobody goes in and he finds that girl. He's like, "Where's my daughter?" And it's just like, "Oh," and he's like, "Nice one," and just gets off and just leaves it in the
leaves
fucking,
all of them apart from his daughter and a mate. Like, slider. What happened to Taken 2?
Oh my god!
I haven't taken again.
Taken again. That's what it should have been. Taken 2, Taken again. Apparently, I haven't seen it, but I just did. Like, it gets to the point where Liam Neeson, it's his daughter has to rescue. Oh, that might be the third one. That might be the third one, actually. And Liam Neeson's daughter is like, now I'm the takey.
Now I have the skills. Special skills.
Yeah. And all she does in it, I think Liam Neeson, he's tied up in a chair and he wants to know where his daughter is. So he gets her to just drop grenades off roofs.
Oh, yeah, remember that? Yeah, and he's like, oh yeah, she's 6 miles away.
Like, 6 mile degrees northwest. And his daughter's just lobbing fucking... It's like, what's she doing?
I know. There's some poor family just in their house and a fucking grenade blows the roof off. Like, mad. That's like, you're proper into films and that, aren't you?
Yeah, big cinephile, man.
Now, you said the word cinephile and it threw me off. Like, I can't watch stuff unless it's... I can get into like sitcoms and that, or like series, but you know, with like films and stuff, I can't help but see them all as actors.
Yeah,
so I kind of have to watch like documentaries and that now a lot of the time.
Yeah,
because I watch them and go, this is all just black.
Yeah, not watched a film for a while.
It's like Mark Ruffalo. I never did a tweet about that not long ago, and credit to you, when you're watching one like Mark Ruffalo,
Yeah.
like, that is not an actor.
Yeah,
That is not acting. That is being Mark Ruffalo
Yeah.
in every film
All
you're
them
in.
like
You know
that,
what I mean?
Andy,
Like,
what's his name? Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn, yeah, he's just very charismatic.
I love him, but he's just the same
yeah.
character in everything.
And at one point, someone went star. You know what I mean? It was just like that was it. Okay, now.
But yeah,
I'm like, his t-shirt's creased. Does he know his t-shirt's creased? Why has no one ironed his t-shirt? Like, I can't watch stuff.
It used to be like watching our mate, my mate, friends of ours, an associate, Adam Hughes, and he'd be on stage, but it's like a collar would be up.
yeah.
And it'd just be the most annoying thing in the world. It's like, just do the fucking collar, like, just get that bit of collar there.
So what you being into films and that, is that ever something you'd want to like try and pursue? Or?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to. It's so. Do you know what? I always use the excuse. I know I shouldn't, and it is an excuse. But you know that like working class thing, like everything's out of me reach. When rather than just getting a camera and writing something and trying to film something, I'm always like, oh no, fucking. The size of the world, though. You know.
You should definitely write something.
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is a mindset, and I think like
writing something costs you nothing. No,
Yeah,
like you could definitely just try and write something at least, couldn't you? And see.
Yeah, I tried to do a little bit of acting when I was younger, and I realised I had the range of a spud gun. I thought, I can't do that. Can't act. But I do love movies, and I would like, do you know what I mean? Just a bit, but that would be the most, wouldn't that be the most fucking heartbreaking thing, loving movies so much, making a movie, giving everything, and then watching it and going, I'm awful. That'd be even worse. That'd be shit. I'm going to stick with stand-up because there's always someone fucking worse than you.
Yeah. Or you could just smash it as stand-up and then make a film off the back of that.
Gives money.
Yeah.
And I'll do like a shit Liverpool fucking drama.
Just do a comedy. Just make a comedy.
Would you ever do like sex scene with a bloke?
As an actor?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably,
yeah.
Oh, that'd be a weird way to ask if like you'd have sex with a man. Would you ever do a sex scene with a bloke? Yeah. For like a porno.
yeah.
Why did you point at me when you said that?
Because I was like, what a smooth segue to my next question. Have you ever had sexual encounters with a guy?
With a guy? I mean, I think
that was not smooth.
I think the usual shit when you're a kid. Do you know what I mean? Like touch penises with the neighbour boy, stuff like that. Yeah, but that was about it. You know what I mean? I've never been in them until 7, giving it the beans or nothing. Not yet.
Not yet.
You never know, lads. You never know, mate.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember my neighbour trying to like see me vag, and I had to like
How old was your neighbour?
He was like my age, like just a kid.
No, that's just curiosity,
yeah,
innit?
It
made it sound like.
And I didn't, and I wasn't ready. And he come into the toilet and was like, let me see.
You just screamed.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Where was you?
Protect myself.
In your house.
Yeah.
All right.
What? And he just came into your toilet in your house?
Well, he was playing. It was
playing
one of them
inside.
streets. Do you know where all the kids go in anyone's house and that?
Oh,
back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, we all play in the entry. Entry diddlers.
Playing in the entry.
That's where that kid got a syringe in his hand. We were just playing the entry.
Oh my god, imagine that.
His hand went massive like on the Simpsons.
Massive and blue.
Honestly.
His hand got dead cool.
Yeah.
He's wearing glasses and shit with a little saxophone.
It was that kid.
Little heroin hand.
The one who tried to steal my fanny. And then I never saw him again after he got a syringe in his hand.
It's because you fucking blew him up. Fucking threw him on the register at about 6, the poor kid.
Yeah. Yeah. Dead now. Did he?
Never saw one ever. Poor twat.
I know, have a look at it. Nah, get out. Scream for help. Put him off. Put him off forever.
Amy Zarchik and the 6-year-old on the streets. He was like, come on. I said I'd show me yours if you show me mine.
Oh, fucking hell. Is there any other awkward segues you want to go to?
I know, yeah. Fucking hell. Nice one, Amy.
Speaking of screenplays, suck the guy's dick. No. Should we go back to the board?
We've done it all.
What's Supernatural though?
Chromosome 7.
Yeah, we didn't really get on that though, did we? Like, do you believe in ghosts? Anything like that?
No, mate.
No.
Do you know what? I just haven't got fucking time, lad.
Yeah.
I haven't got time to believe in ghosts. I've got enough shit going on. It's not ghosts I'm worried about. It's fucking people, man.
Yeah.
Mind you, I suppose it's not. You don't have to be worried about them. Like friendly ghosts, like
Casper.
Like Ghost. What's his name? Patrick Swayze.
Oh, right.
He was a nice ghost, wasn't he?
Some of them aren't though. Some of them are bad. bad energies.
But the thing is, I mean, if there was, if they were here and it was a fact and we knew that for a fact, there would have been something like people was like, have you fucking seen that? You know what I mean? The fact that there hasn't been a massive, or maybe it's denial. Maybe it's denial. Maybe it's all getting fucking covered up. These bastards. Yeah. We're in Chester with no fucking COVID towers.
Like I wanna. It's hard, innit? Because like I'm a very like I need to see proof. I need to see evidence, and I've seen no evidence that made me go. Wow.
Not just a fucking a spoon getting tossed across a fucking room.
Yeah, like if that happened though in my kitchen.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Then I'd be like, wow, that was fucking mad.
Believe it, do you know what I think? Like, that's like quantum physics or something.
Yeah, but it might be.
To give you that, to be fair, I don't know why this memory is in my head, but I remember like seeing something in the sky and it being so peculiar. You know what I mean? You like you kind of go yourself, no point thinking any more about that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's exactly
maybe that does happen all the time. You see something so area thingy, you go like, no, can't.
That must have been a dream. That.
Yeah.
Was you on drugs at the time of that?
I'd like 6-year-old saw me ma in the fucking me ma in the yards.
Yeah, like I need something to happen, but I don't want something to happen though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think the fact that like I'm so skeptical that it won't ever happen, because you have to be like real open to it happening for it to happen. Yeah, that makes sense.
And I mean, you know the way people worry about like God's judging you. Ghosts will fucking judge you. Ghosts will be some judgy cunts, man.
Yeah,
I want to be able to do what I want, not knowing like.
Yeah, they can just sit and watch you.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
the thought of that would be shit. Even if it was like a paranormal activity thing where someone just drags you off a fucking couch once. And you were like, right, well, I know now.
That's it. If something like that happened to me, I'd be like, right, this is... And then I feel like if I told people, they'd believe me as well, because I've been so skeptical. Do you know what I mean?
That just opens up the door of, well, then what is true? Is God real? Do you know what I mean? Is that book real at all? Do you know what I mean? Does anything matter than that?
Yeah.
What do you feel like about like religion and that?
I'm an agnostic.
Right.
It's just like,
so you think there's got to be something that you don't want to say.
I think everyone has that little thing where you go in an atheist and you think, oh, that seems like the most logical, and then you have like a bit of
that seems too easy though.
Yeah, of course,
atheist, because it's like, well, what happens when you die? It's just done.
Yeah.
There's just nothing else. It's like, nah, there's got to be.
But it's that like hack question. It's like, oh well, what made the Big Bang? And you're like, oh, gases. And you go, yeah, but who put the fucking gases there, lad? Do you know what I mean? And then you go, oh yeah, maybe there's someone put the gases there.
But I mean, like this, you can like sort of make your own little theories up about it when, you know, like the whole Large Hadron Collider they done.
Oh yeah.
And they were trying to replicate the conditions of the Big Bang. It's like, what if some other scientists were just doing that? Like on another planet, and then just went fuck off, just blew everything up and made like this new thing that you don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like,
there's a parallel universe statistically that has happened at some point.
Do you believe in parallel universes and that?
Yeah. Weirdly. I don't think I believe them. I think I like to believe in them. To know that I'm doing fucking sound somewhere. Do you know what I mean? And somewhere I've got me shit together, man.
Yeah.
It's like, crack on with it, Tom.
Somewhere you've got a film and it's sick.
Yeah.
But quantum physicists believe in infinite time.
Yeah, but I'd believe in parallel universes more than I do a god and a man in the sky or a ghost. Like,
well, here's a question: you're dead now.
That's a threat. It wasn't a question.
You're a ghost for a week before you pop off.
Okay.
Somewhere. What are you gonna do?
Probably, just get up to some fucking mischief, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Sneaking into concerts and shit.
No, what? That's just reminded me of, do you remember when Bo Selector, John Lennon's ghost?
No.
It's so funny. He's being John Lennon's ghost and he's doing all stuff like that. Like, he's going into the girls' changing rooms and that. He's getting a shower and he's like, I think I'll get in with it.
I haven't seen that one.
And all that. Oh, it's so funny.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's dead funny.
Because I work in the Beatles Museum on the Albert Dock, and in the museum, the end room is the John Lennon room.
Yeah,
and it's like it's a big white room, and it's got like Imagine playing all the time, and sometimes you'll get these women, and most of the time they're from America. And they'll come out in floods of tears.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It hit me so hard, young man, and all that. It's fucking funny, man.
Just
are you a scooter? Are you a scooter? Are you young man?
Yeah, it's mad how like everyone from Liverpool like when they go other places, that's probably the only thing they can mention. It's either the footy club or the Beatles, innit?
The Beatles, yeah.
But I've never been to the Beatles museum or anything like that. But like so many people come to Liverpool for that.
But you know what's even more mad about it? It's the East. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? The Chinese people and the Japanese people who come over and buy crazy amounts of tat. Do you know what I mean? Like fucking magnets and like, mate, the shit in there is hilarious.
And you know what's funny? If they had just bought it their own, he probably could have paid saved on postage because it's all made in China anyway.
Exactly, it's all made in China. And they come over here and fucking buy it off us for like just extorting a price. There's literal like blocks of wood where like a little cartoon Ringo painted on it, £12.
Wow.
And people go, fucking hell, seen that Ringo block there? Get
it's not even the best block of wood in here.
It's pine, not even oak, not even a respectable wood.
Funny that.
I love it, lads.
So, yeah, what would you do as a ghost? Just mischief?
Do you know what? It probably would be like I'd go to like an Everton game. Do you know what I mean? Go watch a concert, maybe a UFC fight. But can I sneak on planes? As a ghost, okay, here's a good one.
You can probably fly.
That's what I mean.
Oh, that'd be
But what ghost powers are they? Because I've never seen a ghost film where like Patrick Swayze goes where he just takes off. Do you still have to travel as a ghost? That'd be funny.
Oh, do you know what I mean? Dull though, wouldn't
you still have to.
How'd you buy a ticket? You don't need a ticket.
You can get first on a plane, you know what I mean? But you've still got to cope with the fucking people on the plane as a ghost.
Oh yeah, that'd be annoying.
That's funny.
Just having to sit there wasting ghost hours.
It's like I've got a week left of this course.
12 hours of this.
What the hell in a week? I definitely would be going to LV, mate. I'm not going to never be, you know.
What would you do? I think I'd try and find people who I think don't like me.
You haunt them?
No, just see what they were really saying about me.
Oh, really?
Do you know, like when they found out I died.
Oh, you have to be there at the moment in time.
No, because they wouldn't find out instantly, would they? I wouldn't die and then they'd go. I'd like send them a message, maybe.
Yeah, you'd have to like float a picture of yourself in a room.
Talk about Dean.
Yeah. Or just try and like, I don't know, can you touch stuff? Just like make a Facebook post.
There's got to be rules, hasn't there? There's got to be rules. So like, but you can't set up a Gmail as a ghost.
Yeah,
I've already got a Gmail. I know the password. It's my
he was
Gmail.
Active 4 hours ago.
No, I'll be like, oh, this is Dean's mum. Like, we just want to know what.
You can't.
Why not?
Because you can't type.
You know what though?
I can't touch anything.
You can blow.
No, but it's like in Ghost, when he focuses hard enough, he can touch you. Yeah. So he'd have to be like, you know what I mean?
I'd make a message going like, oh, we just want a few nice things to say about Dean and his funeral. And then I might plan this so that if I die, someone has to send this out just in case. And then I go to whoever I think doesn't like me and see what the... I don't know.
That might be shit, that though, like, because you might go, all right, I'm going to go and see what blah blah's got to say about me. And then just before you go to fucking the afterlife, they're like, yeah, a bit fucking annoying actually, weren't you? You know what I mean? It's on my head and as well, and you were like, oh man, you can't do nothing about it. You know, it's dead, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you wasted your very last week.
I know. See, I want to go and see concerts and shit, and you're like, I want to see what he said about me.
Do you know, I went to one of his gigs with his mum, and after he'd been on, I was like, oh, he was dead good, wasn't it? And she was like, shut up, I'm trying to listen to it, see if anyone's insulting him.
Know what she said?
Yeah.
No way,
and I
man.
was like, okay.
Must be where I got it from.
Fully enough, when we did that roast battle, see, my mum's never come to see me do stand up, and I wouldn't want her to either, because of just the shit to say on stage. And but in that roast battle, an auntie of mine came. It was me sister's brother, the Keegan. Right, you know what I mean? They're all mad, but they're lovely, but they're all off their heads, mate. And she didn't know it was a roast battle. So this Scottish guy just starts doing fucking killer jokes about me dad, and my dad's sister's on the front row just like, why? You know what I mean? It was funny, man. I had no idea what was coming.
Yeah, it's ruthless when you don't know what it is. Like,
he was sitting there, and as soon as the show started, she stood up and tried to take a picture of me. I was like, oh Jesus! Yeah, and then some two girls came up to me after the show and went, "Is that your mum?" I was like, no, we answered that. That's why you get into stand up in the beds. Yeah. She's coming up like, your mom's taking pictures of you.
How old was you when your dad died?
I was only a baby.
Okay.
I know, yeah, imagine it just got dead serious then while I was...
Did get quite serious. Like,
I know, yeah. So I was a baby. I missed out on loads. yeah, I was a baby, so...
Same.
No memories, unfortunately.
My dad left willingly, if that
Did he?
helps, yeah.
At least he's alive, though. You know what I mean? At least he's cracking on. Well, no, that's worse, innit?
Yeah.
That's worse, innit? Oh, I win that one.
Because he's dead to you, but he's alive to someone else.
I needed that one.
It's
Cheers,
like,
mate.
Yeah.
1-0 with your dead dad.
I identify as an orphan, but they're both still alive.
I identify as an orphan. Fucking boss, innit? You can just like say, oh, when I'm an orphan. Is your dad dead? No, I identify as an orphan.
No, just don't talk to either of them, so it may as well be, yeah.
The dead's up here.
Yeah, I mean, like, pretty much. But yeah, like, what... I don't know, this is probably more a question for you, asking Tom, about, like, what is it like not having a dad? Like,
I know what it's like.
Well, luckily I was.
Answer the question then. Let's go.
Did you find it okay?
I know.
Was it
so
easy
there.
for you?
It was harder just when you get older and you realise and you carry the weight of, oh, I wasn't good enough for my dad or my mum.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think when not for the situation where your dad's left, it kind of gets to the point where you go, oh no, he was just a dickhead. Do you know what I mean? Rather than I ain't good enough for it, you know.
Yeah, well, that's what I've had to work through. But like when you're growing up, I feel like you don't know any different. Like I remember going around my mates and they had a dad, and I was like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I know. I was really lucky. You see, I had 2 older brothers, Martin and Luke. So without them, do you know what I mean? God knows what Helen would have turned me into.
Yeah.
Just their little sidekick.
You causing distractions while she's shoplifting.
Yeah, be having a tantrum as she does the fucking Chanel's right in the pregnancy pants. So I was lucky, to be honest. Yeah, I had 2 older brothers.
So you had like that male role model.
Yeah.
Right. Do you believe in anything like aliens or anything like that?
I would like there to be aliens. I would like there to be aliens. You know what I mean? Again, it's just. It's all set grounds, isn't it? But they just, there has to be. There fucking has to be. All these videos that are coming out recently as well and shit are a bit fucking mad, aren't they?
But they're all the crafts and that.
Yeah.
Well, apparently they come out and said, it's not alien.
Yeah.
But they don't know what it is.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking, like, knowledge is power, isn't it? And the people at the top, they hoard power and wealth. So they'd hoard knowledge as well, if knowledge is power. So I think most of us only know a fraction of what is actually real.
if you can get the technology that you've got in your phone, and that's what they give you. The stuff they must have that you can't know about because they use it for like war or whatever.
Is it DARPA?
DARPA,
DARPA's like, they do mad stuff. Like they make robots that just go off in the desert and live on vegetation and shit.
Yeah, I've seen all that shit. Yeah. That's mad.
Yeah,
but even like in I think it's like Saudi Arabia and that, where it like doesn't rain.
Yeah.
They started like seeding the clouds so that it does rain and shit like that. So just all mad stuff like that they do that people don't know about.
But you know what? I mean, for instance, it's not, you know, say for instance, if on ITV News they were like, gong, turns out aliens are fucking real.
Yeah.
It's like
Mike Osborne.
He's a fucking alien. No, it would like, people like to think that they'd go, oh, that's amazing, man. Yeah. But I'm not asked who you are or how much you love aliens. As soon as they announce that aliens are real, you'd go, oh.
The thing is though, like, you say that, but they kind of announced that like aliens are real and everyone just went, what time's Love Island on? And it's like,
oh no, it was just Joe Rogan going, have you seen these fucking videos, man?
But like, have you heard of Project Bluebeam?
No.
It's like a conspiracy theory of like, because I think it was Nixon or something, or Reagan, one of them too, in one of his speeches is like, it'd be crazy how fast like civilization had come together if there was a presence attacking Earth or whatever.
Oh, I see.
Like how quickly all of our problems will be put aside if an alien invasion happened, because it'd be like, oh, it's us versus them now.
Yeah.
So like the Project Bluebeam is like a conspiracy that they're going to fake one with like holograms in the sky.
No way.
Do you get what I mean?
Let's all band together, everyone.
Yeah, just
kick these alien asses.
Yeah, just to like put aside everything. Like,
just gonna get Joe Biden to get like a little dummy in a headlock, a little alien dummy. I got the last one of them, guys. Just giving him a nuggie.
Right,
America.
This is what DARPA made in 2010. So, like cyborg insects. So, like
they're making bees and that, aren't they, to pollinate stuff as well?
Half robot, which can come and on your wall.
Spy on you.
I reckon they're already dealing. I think they're
that was
already.
2010. That was 10 years ago.
That's what I mean. Like, so the stuff that they're telling you about is like the shit stuff now.
This is what else they had 10 years ago. Mind-controlled limbs, cars for blind people, and a flying submarine. 10 years ago.
It's not a plane.
I love the way at the bottom of that list you go, and the Tupac hologram.
Isn't a flying submarine a plane? No.
Yeah.
No, it's a plane.
It's for all them above air oceans.
But like, what do you mean?
Submarine? I'm gonna have a look.
Oh, it'd be sick.
It flies out of the water.
That would look
well,
like
isn't
a
that
fucking
what
alien
like
thing.
some of them things are? Because they say some of them went into the water.
Yeah.
Shit like that. It's a fucking alien. You hope you can do everything.
If you can make cyborg flies.
So it's like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and it does both.
It's like Chitty
Bang Bang do both.
Yeah.
Chitty could go on the water as well. I said Chitty like I knew the car.
You know Chitty.
I went, oh no, Chitty like Chitty because it also.
Is it kind of like that one that sank in the Mersey?
Oh no, that was the duck boat. That was the duck boat.
Kind of done both.
That'd be boss of that.
That was going to be like Liverpool's 9/11. The duck boat sank in the Albert Dock.
Never forget.
Army won't ribbons on and shit in the duck boat. Oh my god. The first responders are the people in the fucking barges. Ground zero.
What was you saying then?
I said something funny about
9/11. But like, apparently with all the alien shit, it's when stuff's kicking off, like World War II and all that.
Oh.
That the aliens come and go, hey,
have a little nose.
Stop all this. This is getting too out of hand now.
Yeah,
because like nuclear plant sites and that, like weapon sites. Apparently, like there was some crafts coming, like just shut everything down, and no one could do anything in the nuclear bunkers and shit like that.
But if aliens could stop a war, do you know what I mean? Don't you think one of them would go, have you seen this fucking Hitler kid? See what he's doing?
Well, that was World War II, wasn't it? They did, like, once they started dropping the nukes and that, and you could just destroy the whole planet.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily like, oh, they're killing each other. They're going to blow the fucking whole world up.
Hitler was working with psychics as well, do you know?
Was he?
Like, that's where he got all his, like, he used to...
They were doing all sorts,
weren't they? Get psychics and, like, make them
for his talking thing and, like...
For, I don't know.
They used to do all sorts of mad tests. Like, when they, like, trying to make... They were giving, like, Jews a certain drug or something,
yeah, I've heard some
and catapulting them to see if they could make them fly.
You're lying.
Don't
make me laugh. Do not make me fucking laugh at that.
Not lying.
So they were just injecting them with like flight fuel. Just giving them fuel.
Yeah. Red Bull.
And they were catapulting them. Lad, that was just a joke. That was just an evil joke, that lad. I'm not saying that was an evil joke from you.
No,
I'm saying some Nazis went.
That was happening.
Just knock a catapult.
That was defo happening. And like there was they were taking loads of they take amphetamines and that. They invented like the first torpedoes and shit. So they think that like the Nazis were using like some like unlocking some mad potential that we can't get.
Lad, I'm not being funny. Imagine it's you're in the Holocaust, right? You're in a concentration camp, and you come out and you're like, what the fuck are they doing? They're building a catapult. You're like, what? Come on. What? It's like, you have to build a catapult for us, lads, to just fucking... You're like, oh, am I getting a catapult today? You know what I mean? Fucking hell. That's evil.
I need to fact check this, because I heard it on like a history podcast, so I'm taking their word
just
for it.
Catapulting Jews.
But like that was the way to test it, to see if they could fly.
But one of them could. And he's like, oh, get him.
See you, suckers. Hey!
Catapult to free.
Oh, love. His little pyjamas.
Slide out. Little pyjamas.
Little pyjamas flying.
But yeah, so apparently like there's loads of theories that like Hitler was using the occult. There was loads of like occult references and shit, which is why their technology was so advanced.
It sounds like the pair of users just sat in front of the History Channel.
What else could
just
we lie
about?
Crack.
Pretty much.
And we had fucking catapult Jews.
But yeah, and then when the Nazis lost, half of that research went to Russia and half went to America.
Do you know, I always thought it was mad that Hitler's body or Hitler's remains went to Russia, because he was cremated when he killed himself. Supposedly, when he killed himself in a bunker, they had a German officer cremate the remains, and then the Russians. So like somewhere in Russia, there's like just a box with Hitler's teeth in.
Hitler's
Isn't
testicles.
that fucking mad? You only had one, didn't he?
Yeah, the other one's in Russia.
What are you like?
But like, yeah, do you know about like NASA being thingy with?
Oh yeah, Nazis.
That Werner von Braun and that.
Yeah,
he invented like rockets and shit. So they're like, how the fuck did he just? He didn't have anything.
Yeah.
It was like 30 years ago, the Wright brothers were just making the. And now he's making a guided missile.
Got a rocket,
So they're like, where the fuck's that come from?
Yeah, they say that, don't they? If you think about 80 years ago, you know, when he came from like the radio
even
to
20 years ago, when you had like big massive phones like that, and now you've got like the world's information in your
just killing you, just killing your mate, your brain.
So it's like, imagine 20 years from now what we're gonna have. Like,
I hope I'm not here, you know.
In 20 years?
I hope, okay, maybe all right.
20 years.
All right. You know what? Yeah, 20 years will do me. 20 years will do me, lads. I'll go and watch it. I'll go and get a seat and never game as a ghost and shit. Is it a ghost thing?
Yeah.
What
But the, like, even the, what is it? The Nazi symbol? Because that
swastika.
comes from
Tibet and all that.
Yeah, it actually means peace and love and something like that, yeah.
Because
that's what they're saying. Like, they were using, like, Tibetan shamans and that who do psychedelics and get in contact with this higher presence. So then he took a load of them back to Germany and then adopted the swastika.
I just imagine Hitler, like someone getting Hitler on DMT, and he's like, I'm off my fucking cake, man.
big baggy elephant pants on.
Yeah. Oh, what have I been doing? Oh no! Shut them all down! Shut them all down now!
Nazi catapult, right?
Yeah. So that, should we keep the catapult though? Oh no, keep that fucking catapult though. We have a scream with that.
You talk for a second. Let me
put a dog and a chicken. I'd love a catapult.
I know.
If I had a catapult, mate, I'd take it to park every other day. Yeah, a big massive one.
I really want to go on them big inflatable things. Do you know what they have on the water? Like obstacle courses.
Oh yeah, like the one in the Albert Dock.
Yeah, or like the, what's it called? Ninja Warrior or something.
Ninja Warrior ones. Yeah, that looks good until you get to like the first set of monkey bars and you're like, I'm out of shape.
Yeah.
can't do monkey bars, you know. He stands up in the water.
The
fucking Brian McFadden going, oh, we're so close.
Brian McFadden there, is it?
I don't know what, you know why I thought him Brian McFadden, because he's moved next to Callum Oakley.
He's
moved in the same street as Callum Oakley, Brian McFadden, yeah.
Oh.
Or as most people know, Kerry Catona's ex.
Okay. Not doing too well then.
Yeah, to be right next to Callum.
Where does Callum live?
I know. Callum's ma lives in like well-to-do Wirral.
Oh really?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you do well, like.
Okay, I can't find anything on it, so we just have to take it as truth. And I'll fact check it.
Catapults, fact. They were catapulting Jews.
I'll fact check it for next week because I can't find it. Just a quick Google search. But I heard it off that Chris DiStefano.
Yeah.
He does a history podcast, History Hyenas, and they were talking about
that. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Did you see Hunters?
Was that with Tim Kennedy?
No, Hunters was. That was another thing.
The MMA fighter.
I mean, Hunters with Al Pacino in, and it was like, they were like, it was like Inglourious Bastards, but the hunting Nazis.
Yeah.
And there was this really funny bit where it weren't funny. It takes place in a fucking concentration camp, and there's Jewish musicians, and I think it was a true story. And they're playing, I think it was like Mozart or one of Hitler's favorite composers, and they started playing like the Jewish wedding song.
Yeah,
what's it called, like? Shit! You know when they're all lifted up, and they start playing that in the concentration camp, and this German officer's like, "Fucking stop it!" He's like, "Get it off!" It's like fucking putting, you know what I mean, like putting rap on, like an indie kid. It's like
playing like You'll Never Walk Alone in a pub in Manchester or something. Maybe not that. It's a bit serious that in it, but no, I haven't seen that film. I thought you were talking about the
Tim Kennedy
Finding
thing,
Hitler or something.
Did I ever tell you? Right, okay, I'm going to tell you this now. No one fucking steal it.
Right, we'll end on this.
No one steal it. I had an idea for a movie about a young girl.
Yeah.
And she's like 14, 15, and it's based in Argentina.
Yeah.
And she works in a factory with her mum until one day a friend says to her, I can get you a job working housekeeping for foreigners. And this is in like 1959, Buenos Aires. and she says, I can get you the job housekeeping for these German families. And obviously you see where it's going, but it turns out the granddad is actually Hitler, and he escaped. So it wasn't his remains, and he escaped, and he's just got dementia, and it's just this young girl who basically wipes Hitler's ass. Or is it Hitler? Do you know what I mean?
Is it Hitler?
Or is it Hitler? So it's like, he's clearly an old Nazi.
Yeah.
But the whole question is this an old Adolf Hitler?
Is this Adolf?
Or is this just a mad old Nazi? Be a good film, that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just
housekeeping for
wiping
Hitler.
his ass. Yeah, housekeeping for Hitler, yeah. Just wiping his ass and feeding him like Heinz soup.
Yeah, Heinz.
That's the whole...
Yeah, it'd be good though. No one steal
No
that.
one steal it.
Imagine if someone stole it.
Lads, that's good. I've had a few things stolen already.
Oh yeah.
No.
By you?
No, but I claim to have. I wrote Big, the 1988 Tom Hanks comedy.
I heard you wrote that. So you told me that. But so yeah, is that?
Do you write screenplays and that? Oh,
No. I've had a little go, and then you read it back and you go.
Write housekeeping for Hitler, and we'll
Write
see
housekeeping for Hitler.
if we can get it.
I wrote a little bit of that. I do like that idea though. About this young girl, yeah.
Put you to the test.
I will.
Try and write it by the end of the year.
I will. But no one steal it.
No one will steal it.
No, I know.
But you do it and we'll try and get it made.
Okay.
We'll film it here.
It might just turn into a comedy halfway through with catapults and shit.
That's fine.
I've got
to see my own catapult.
I've got an idea for a comedy. One.
What?
Set in a tattoo shop.
Oh.
A series.
Oh, nice. That'd be good. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
Like a sitcom.
Yeah, see if that woman gets back in touch and see what happens.
Yeah, because half the cast could be the fucking clients that come in. You get comedians and good people to come in.
Like, and
Oh,
it's so like I've
It's a good
done
one.
a pilot.
No, don't steal that.
Well, I'm hoping
Don't steal
will
anything.
because they don't know
Helen.
the ins and out of a tattoo shop.
Yeah, Helen.
Yeah, because it's be like cultural appropriation, and it won it from God.
Yeah. Like you don't know our culture, man.
Yeah,
Stay out of it.
You've never hugged more than 8 people in a circle. Yeah, the chords.
Yeah. Ah, the courts. Good times.
Good time.
Right, so I think that is that us then.
I think
For
we're done
today.
there. Oh, Tom, it's been lovely.
Cheers.
Great.
Thank you very much. Pleasure.
Yeah, man. We'll
Thanks,
get you
Pete.
back on
Good
soon
chat.
if you want.
Nice one. Definitely.
See how your
mate.
film's going.
Definitely. Yeah. We'll give you an
Or
update.
if someone steals it,
Yeah.
we'll get you on.
Just
and,
coming next time with a black eye off Helen.
Yeah.
We'll read the
At least you'll have a
script.
timestamp for this, so if your idea ever does come out, we'll go, hey,
Yeah.
we put this out
That'll
first.
be
So
it then.
it's right.
Cheers, mate. Thanks
Do you
a
want
lot.
anyone following you on Instagram? And
I've got enough people following me on Instagram. No,
All right.
I'm all right.
sound?
No, what's
Go
your
away.
Instagram handle?
No, it's Tom Keegan 00.
Nice.
They're boobs now.
Hey.
Your boobs.
And you might catch Tom at some sort of gig.
Yeah.
Probably just around Liverpool because you
Yeah.
very rarely tend to go
Buy me a
anywhere
pint.
else, do you?
That's it, yeah.
If you ever see Tom, buy him a pint. Nice one.
Cheers, mate.
See
Thanks
you
for
next
having me.
week.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.